nice to see you, my young friend.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
These rocks have seen better days.
Someone's here. Defendo. Confringo. Revelio.
Капец, вот это бур. Так, мы идем сюда.
Confringo. Revelio.
That wasn't so difficult.
Revelio. Defender.
Careful now.
Hello. Do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but what's this?
Just exploring the countryside.
Aye. Nice to break the routine. Bit of a wanderer, mate. Name's Leopold Bab. Now, for someone like yourself who is... I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like... What do you say, my young friend? A measure of...
Something to consider.
Aye, let me know if you...
What do you have for sale?
See if there's something you need. I shall hope to do business with you again. That's been a pleasure.
Defendo. Revelio.
This place has seen better days. Could it be a Merlin trial?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Over here, quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed. And after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, that letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow.
Can't we just bypass Officer Singer and go directly to the Ministry?
Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The Ministry will come in later.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why?
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate. I do not see any guards.
What are you up to now?
I wonder what that does. Well, that did it. Perhaps something with a bit more force. That did it. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa.
Repulsor. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Repulsor. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Здорово.
Здорово, заебал. Блять, а как тут подняться?
Accio.
Да тут загадки решаю. В замок пробраться не могу.
Понял.
А ты шо?
Да, я только встал.
Бывает.
Могу себе позволить. На второй работе поспать. Чё не делаешь? Хоть что-то.
Везёт. Я себе такого позволить не могу.
Ну, как говорится, что поделать.
Ну да. Как у тебя дела?
Я же говорю, только встал.
Ждем посылки.
Да, еще пока дождешься.
Accio.
Пиздец.
Repulsor.
Такой пул по времени огромный.
Не пойму. А, может флипенда из...
Flipendo. Wingardium
Ты выучил,
Leviosa.
какое заклинание что делает, или ты рандомно кнопки жмешь?
Да нет, конечно, выучу. Я знаю, какое заклинание, что делать. Тут сильно высокая... Блять, вскарабкайтесь на стену. Ну как? Вскарабкаться, если мне недостаточно высоты.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Этот ящик надо как-то, блять, перевернуть. Во. Заебись, все, сделал. Хотя... В смысле, блять, и все равно высоты не хватает? Твою ты мать, а. Ну давай толкаем чуть-чуть. Ну, теперь хватит? Да, хватило. Фух, заебись. Сложно.
I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty.
Repulsor.
Конечно, выучил.
Revelio.
Я ж не совсем дурачок.
Можно я не буду отвечать на этот вопрос?
Сука.
Dead end.
Ага,
Must be another way in.
так, ну что,
Accio.
встал, скажи.
That looks as if it might raise the gate.
Repulsor.
На всякий случай.
Arresto Momentum.
Нету.
Accio.
Well done. I will be right up.
Все, я тебя поднял в ворот.
I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door.
Ты откроешь дверь. Давай, открывай.
Loco Mora.
Короче, как я понял, за таланты можно не переживать. Всего у тебя
А чё?
40 левелов, а талантов основных 40. Но если ты не будешь влаживать в выручай комнату. Что я и не хочу делать. Там они бесполезны.
That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Hallow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Yeah, restrain the beast.
О, босик.
Уничтожи авадой перся во всех.
Еще надо изучить.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get this thing back to the...
Там до этого определенного квеста дойти надо еще.
Very
Я
well.
знаю.
New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blast it! There's got to be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere. I hope Natty stays out of trouble.
Короче, паркур вне
Can't figure out why
Хогвартса.
there's such a fuss over poking.
Accio. Repulsor. Wingardium Leviosa.
Not the safest place to sneak into.
They come after me. I'll stick them like a knocktail. Nothing approaching Aaron except spiders. Not worth the trouble.
Trifficus totalis.
Legs are far too brittle.
Revelio.
Стелс.
Trifficus
Now you're
totalis.
there.
And in the clouds, this one.
Такой стелс получился.
Hello, Hamora.
Я слышал дзынь.
Revelio. I hope Natsy's having an easier time of it. Hello, Hamora. Revelio.
You're going home in a wooden box. Someone messing about.
Когда идешь к подписаться, блин.
You're gonna regret it. Confringo. Protego. Leviosa. Expelliarmus.
Рунич там через час.
Incendio. Hello, Hamora. Revelio.
Унич, ты тут?
Да, я тут. Я говорю, помню, я с ноута уже зашел и жду. Если хочешь, могу подстримить и показать, что на экране.
Да, зачем, господи?
Если тебе это важно, я тебе покажу.
Дай. Койся.
Письмо. Астрид, смотри за моим тайником. Если я вдруг исчезну, забираю все себе. Этот брехун лишил нас сложной добычи. Так что я унес сколько смог и спрятал здесь. 20 клятых лет мы с ним, а он общается с нами не лучше, чем с дурнями, которые здесь пару недель. Манфред. Подставляем руку, да? Это хорошо. Плащ факультета с геометрическим рисунком. Хуйня. Плащ лучше есть.
Highwing. It's all right. There we go.
There you are.
Поклонись, сука.
Come on.
Поклонись.
Hello, Homura.
Hurry.
Да что, авадой не гнушаются, кидают в детей. Так, как управлять этой хуйней? Ага, так же, как и метлой, понял.
Ho ho! Highwing, go!
А полеты на гипогрифах
There's
ничего
the
так.
Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
Куда 10 FPS делось? Пиздец.
I wonder if anyone can see us from the castle. This is amazing!
It's incredible, isn't it?
Я представляю, как это будет все выглядеть с вашей трассировкой лучей и прочее.
Для нормальной трассировки лучей там 40-80 надо. Ты шо?
How
80
exciting.
достаточно.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I
Ты
wasn't
понимаешь,
sure we were going to make it out
AAA
alive.
23-го года, по сути. Да? То
There
есть,
was
ну,
no need to worry.
там
I had it all under
Яха.
control.
Were you
Я
able
вообще
to
не
find the
знаю,
letter?
какая там нужна
Summoned it
видяха.
straight
Ну,
out of
по
Hallow's
факту, да.
А
hands.
сегодня какая-то обнова вышла.
I will
кстати.
say, I did not expect to see him
На
cast the
300
killing curse at
мегабайт
us.
и
He
перегрузка
won't
файлов
forget
на
this.
30 гигов.
Be on your guard.
Of course.
Где?
What did the letter
В
say?
Хогвартсе.
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix.
Все,
Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Harlow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Harlow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.
угнала гипогрифа. Это законно. Так, переключиться идти, взлетать, переключиться на моего. Могилия. Калига. А чё вы мне так сразу насыпали, а? За шо? Так, пешком. Ну, слезь, Б.
I have learned of a wizard who is being harassed by Harlow. He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Harlow down. We should speak with him together. Meet me at his home.
Нормально.
I assume you have news regarding the goblet you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the...
Так, это хорошо. Снаряжение. Вот. Так, меняем на фестрала. Ебать, какое ты уродливое существо. Ля, ты посмотри, какой красивый. Черный. Гипогриф с голубыми глазами. Ты шо? Вот это благородных кровей видно. Куда там белому? Но фестрал лучше. Чё там по метлам? Нате знала, что... Хорошо, пойдем, поможем ребенку.
chamber to discuss that and our next steps.
When you have a moment, please stop by the room of requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
С чем это хочет поделиться маленький?
Revelio.
Но метла быстрее. Как по мне. И проще вызывается. Быстрее анимация.
It's like a place I never thought.
I pressed ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium. My efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
О, Себастьян. О, он меня научит Круцеву, все. Пошла нахер. Я иду учить Круцеву. Профессор находится. Пойдем к истинной Слизерина. Чем запрещеночку.
You're here. Brilliant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we... Unfortunately, only a Gaunt's knows the location of the script. You? I suppose it's worth a try. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave...
Хорошо.
He's this way. Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance. There he is.
Ничего, без понятия, это непростительное проклятие, все типа.
Все, сейчас мы себе срок оформим. Подожди. На всякий случай сохранится. Чтобы в случае чего можно было.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you, but he wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on it. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access.
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess. Very well. I shall tell you what I hope we don't...
Confringo! Sebastian! Over here!
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with trees.
Well, 3 heads are better than one. Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Dark, ominous corridors. My favorite.
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one. Looks like a locked door. We may want to look around. The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear.
И как только я попаду в скрипторий, мне удастся доказать это. Я написала брату, теперь он знает, как найти вход. Но добраться до скриптория нелегко. К нему ведет настоящий лабиринт со множеством испытаний. Надеюсь, брат последует за мной, и мы сможем вместе прикоснуться к наследию предков. О, это твоя сестра.
Lumos.
Это ты шипишь?
The voice is
Я
ancient.
вообще
You
ничего
hear a voice.
It started when you repaired
не...
that
шиплю,
relief.
да.
I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me."
Не, тут
I'm a
Омникс Мракс.
parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes.
Шипит.
Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from...
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I'm hoping you're having...
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us?
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be
Revelio.
difficult to solve.
Confringo!
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
Revelio.
А, с той стороны.
Confringo. The brazier. When the door closed, it lit up.
Хеля говоришь, у тебя стрим неправильно подписан.
Почему?
Я и не знаю, у нее.
Название факультета на украинском. Салазар Слизерин немало потрудился, спрятав скрипторий в Хогвартсе. Боюсь заблудиться в этих темных коридорах. Поразительно, но эти стены, похоже, не рады даже его потомку. Хорошо, что есть жаровни, которые дают хоть немного цвета. Но нельзя падать духом. Шаг за шагом я доберусь до цели.
This journal, the dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it. That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
Не понял. Да и повернуть надо.
This is looking rather dire, isn't it?
You sound surprised. We're in a maze designed by Salazar Slytherin.
Another gate.
Короче, тут
Seems Slytherin like to play
наступил
games.
момент на стриме Олег и загадки.
Look in a mirror,
Видите,
Sebastian.
два самых страшных врага сошли.
Нет, а как? Нет ни подсказок, нихуя.
All the gates have symbols.
А,
And there are
Да.
symbols
все,
on
на
the
воротах
dial.
есть символы, все. Догадался. Спасибо.
Да, просто ты их не видишь.
Там такая. Одни ворота точно.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself, but you got to it first.
А
Nice
теперь-
work.
Так, а тут ворота. Это что за хуйня?
Lumos.
Так, снизу. Зашка. Сверху. Козябра.
Описание.
Где это ссылка? Все, я умный.
That
Не
sounded
надо
promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive. Nice work.
Revelio.
Ага.
Confringo.
Еще одно письмецо от подруги. Так, я провалила испытание, и меня хлестнуло по лицу. По-настоящему меня змея бросилась на меня. Но назад дороги нет, нужно продолжить путь. Нельзя и дальше жить по старым традициям. Скриптория наверняка есть что-то, что поможет мне доказать, наше наследие было неверно.
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did.
Lumos.
And she was my favorite person in the world for it.
Где там еще ворота? Невероятно, мои усилия вскоре будут вознаграждены. Я найду скрипторий, мне откроются тайны нашего предка. Салазар Слизерин оставил своим потомкам путь к славе, в этом нет сомнений.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful.
Lumos.
That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going. Another, not the welcoming sort, was he? Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium.
Реально лабиринт.
Depulso. Lumos. I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with
Опа.
us.
Крусио на двери применить? Ну, пиздец. Учи меня. Так, это конец, я в ловушке. Я слышала чьи-то крики, видела лица, перекошенные от боли. Чтобы идти дальше, нужно применить непростительные заклятия. Но даже будь у меня желание его наложить, мне просто не на кого. Слизерин придумал невероятно жесткое испытание. В последнем своем послании, одним в письме своему брату я сглупила, позвав его сюда. Если он отправится на мои поиски в одиночку, его ждет гибель. И все из-за меня. Несмотря на наше разногласия, я не желаю ему зла. Жаль, что мы расстались на такой недоброй ноте.
Ominous. A skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak. Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture, I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I want to learn the curse, but I won't cast it on you. You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this.
А что я, как обычно?
I'm ready.
Crucio! Are you alright?
Здорово только. Ты чего не работаешь?
Are you alright?
That pain, it was excruciating, but I'll survive.
Идите сюда. Ты на работе?
Let's keep moving.
We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
Скрипторий Салазара Слизерина. Секретная и хорошо защищенная комната под Хогвартсом, где Салазар Слизерин, похоже, проводил много времени, строя долгосрочные планы в отношении студенческого состава и размышляя о разногласиях, которые у него были с другими основателями.
I can't believe we're here.
О, книжка.
Sebastian, ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something?
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
Revelio.
Так, сундук. Так, боюсь, мы не придем к согласию. Никто из них не желает слушать голоса разума. Я уповал на то, что Гогдрикс мыслит так же, как и я, и что он понимает, почему мы должны брать на обучение исключительно одаренных личностей. Он находится под влиянием нелепого убеждения, что маглорожденные столь же способны к магии, как и чистокровные волшебники. Он пришел в ярость, когда я выразил свое неудовольствие на эту тему, прежде чем он успел ее озвучить. Это утомляет. Я больше не могу видеть, как по коридорам разгуливают юные бездари, выдающие себя за ведьм и волшебников. С тяжелым сердцем я покидаю это место. Я погружу существо в глубокий сон, и оно будет ждать, пока его не пробудит тот, кто разделяет мои взгляды. Потомок, желающий исправить то, что они так необдуманно натворили. Избавитель, который изгонит тех, кто недостоин находиться в стенах Хогвартса и способен лишь занять мое наследие. Полируй палочку, значит, да? Вот что ты хочешь видеть. Как я полирую свою палочку?
What do you think?
Looks like a spellbook of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room.
Ну да, я ж теперь ревенкловец. Буду душить
It's
змей.
breathtaking.
I've been getting an uneasy feeling about this place. We shouldn't linger here. Let's find a way out, please.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you.
Revelio.
Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before.
Revelio.
We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
Обращайся. Вот этот тап я прожимаю не тогда, когда нужно. Как в этом по ключевых у меня. Теперь темное искусство. Прикольно. Что там у нас по заданиям? Это мне не надо. Ладно. Местоположение Нати. Вечером, ну я где-то часов до 7 поиграю.
Wonder who lives here.
Может, раньше закончу. Вечером просто побазарить могу.
You are here. Good.
Is this Mr. Bickle's home?
I believe so. He's supposed...
Why did he challenge that horrible man?
Are you all right? We're looking for Mr. Bickle.
My husband is dead. He killed him.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle. Who killed your husband?
Theophilus Harlow. I'm sure of it. He's been threatening my husband for weeks and... Oh, where is my son? Where is Archie?
I don't mean to be grim, but could Harlow have taken him?
Archie's satchel is missing, so he may have left on his own. Hopefully, I hope he wasn't here when Harlow...
Do you know which way Archie might have gone?
He never wanders far, but if I'm afraid to leave, in case he comes back home.
Is there anything more you can tell me about Harlow?
He's Victor Rookwood's second in command. A miserable, awful creature, vicious and murderous.
What reason would Harlow have to kill your husband?
My husband had been looking into Harlow's dealings and discovered some of what he's been up to. I begged him to leave it alone, but he was convinced that...
We'll find your son, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. What am I going to do?
Please do not worry.
My husband. What will I...
When I took the letter we found to Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
What did Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her?
She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hippogriffs cannot speak. Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need.
Revelio.
We will need something more. This must be little Archie's hideout. That Archie? Archie Bickle! He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out which way he went. There! Archie's footprints. He went this way. I thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll keep running if he's being followed.
If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right. Men like Harlow would not think twice about killing a child. We must find Archie quickly.
Revelio.
Prepare for a fight.
Cruising.
Potato. Arresto. Arresto momentum. Stupid man. Confringo.
I hope Archie didn't cross paths with that wolf pack.
Revelio.
We should look around.
Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind?
He was likely running from Harlow, distracted. This may be a good time for Revelio again. Archie went this way. I have a bad feeling about this. Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw. I hope he didn't see Harlow kill his father.
He would never overcome it. At least not in any way.
Revelio.
A fork in the road. We will need Revelio again. Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way. Thestrals. They are beautiful, are they not?
You can see Thestrals too.
I witnessed death when I was 9. Saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. I found comfort in it.
Revelio.
I still do. I think those of us who have witnessed death deserve some comfort.
I'm sorry you experienced something like that at so young an age.
I was with my father when he died. My mother was away, and I felt
Revelio.
helpless. It was a long time ago in some ways, but in other ways, it seems like it was only yesterday. I still see him so clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was a wonderful man. Let us keep moving. We must find Archie.
Revelio.
Taking in children now, are we? Better to protect our neck with teeth.
As I feel, we have Archie. They are not good. There can be no mistakes.
Reparo.
Expulso! Good Stoker.
Protego.
Aha!
Retrieving his totality!
Ha! You're easier to spot than an eruption.
Stupid one.
They got what they deserved.
Revelio. Levioso. Flipendo. Depulso. Accio. Levioso. Arresto momentum. Descendo. Depulso. Descendo. Wingardium Leviosa. Descendo. Wingardium Leviosa.
Go lightly. Be as a shadow.
Levioso. Flipendo.
Revelio. Flipendo.
I did not expect this tent to be so large on the inside. That complicates things a little.
You don't think he saw it happen, do you?
Of course he did. Why else would he
Totalis.
rock-
Cruising. Arrest the momentum. Geforce. Revelio.
Did you hear that?
Enough. It's made a grave mistake.
I'm embarrassed for you. So close. Trying to disarm me. Ha ha! Time to see someone else. Arrest the momentum. On your toes, my little treacle.
Had enough.
You reducto! No one takes one of mine! What have you done?
Expelliarmus. Accio.
They got what they deserved.
Revelio. Archie. Archie Bickle.
How do you know who I am?
Your mother sent us to find you.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Not too loud, Archie.
We need to get this open. Aloha, Mora.
A man called Harlow. He killed my father.
We're so sorry, Archie. We won't let him get away with it. But first we need to get you home to your mother.
Thank you for saving me.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Archie.
Oh, Archie, you're here! Oh, you're safe.
Mother? Oh, Mother. Father's friends are in danger. I heard the people who took me talking about them.
Which friends, darling?
Mr. and Mrs. Rabe, Mr. Filbert, and I think they also said Otto's name.
Oh, I shall speak with them. You run inside.
Yes, Mother.
Your husband's friends may be in danger.
Just as he was.
How can we help?
You've done enough. My husband was a powerful wizard and could... The last thing we need is that monster.
It may be too late for that.
Then you needn't anger him further. I assure you.
I'm sorry again about your husband, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Archie home. I can never repay the two of you for your kindness.
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here to help each other. I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something. Thank you for your help today.
Что у нас дальше по заданию? За бабочками ходить я буду сам. Поза стримом. Потому что это неинтересно. Бродить за бабочками. А так мы идем к профессору Фигу в кабинет. Икс. Кабинет профессора Фига. Я вернулся, и мы идем дальше по сюжету. В смысле? Не сюда? А, в зал картографии, ёбаный ты стыд. Роу? Это Бьюз? Да, это Бьюз.
It was perfect for stargazing.
This cannot possibly be as difficult.
Эти двое, блядь.
Confringo!
I'll trade you a spoon's worth.
Can't somebody let me? Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
А, сюда есть телепорт, все, буду знать.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be. There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
He seemed trustworthy. Difficult to know, really. But Sirona Ryan trusts him.
Well, that's something, I suppose. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lord Gok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
I'll be surprised if there's an honest... in Hogsmeade.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Сейчас. Секунду. испытание. А кто это там, блядь? Такой опасный красненький. Наверное, это херня. А.
Arrest their momentum.
Over here.
Мужик, я тебя давно жду.
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawled. They're working together, all right. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
Petrificus totalis.
Absurd, isn't it? Ranrock wants us to find the child. But which child?
We could take every child we find to Ranrock. Eventually, we may get the right one.
Oh, sounds like a lot of work.
Так, выкашиваем всех.
It does sound easier.
Oi!
Petrificus totalis.
Что ты хотел сказать?
Revenue.
Наверное, что-то интересное. Не уверен, правда. Ничего.
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a cart at Gringotts. I was only young, man. Afraid to bite. Quiet as a such.
Crazy.
Горящий. А, вот это комбинацию сложить надо было. Подпалить, а потом еще и пытать. Ну такое себе, конечно.
One less.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
Seems your heart isn't in this at all.
Confringo.
Expelliarmus.
No! Expulso.
Up there. That's our way in.
Wingardium Leviosa.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the country.
I wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power
Ну
that
это
you
да,
one
я
day hope to
наконец-то
wield,
все принял.
bring me
the child.
Тяжко.
Сюжет такой закручен.
А?
Толя заходил.
We already knew they were after you.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Блять, как хорошо, на телефоне, блять, врубил себе это.
Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum? Quite conductive, aren't we?
Ты там заходишь на 5 минут.
Seagulls in my trap. Confringo.
Ranrock will unite us!
Incendio. Don't you recommend you try me further? Expelliarmus.
Stop that right now! Now where did it go?
Rest of momentum.
Just wait till I come.
I won't rest.
I think I might rather enjoy this. I thought you'd at least hold your own.
Confringo.
A lamb to the slaughter.
Accio.
It's you up and exploded.
Expelliarmus.
I'll watch the light go out of your
Incendio.
Ranrock will lead us!
Nowhere to run. Shine that.
Confringo.
Who's that the big?
Stupid one.
Перехватил всех. Так, точно.
Ну, это что, доставка приехала? А ну подожди.
Revelio.
Называется, просил с утра, я буду до 4.
Кондоны.
Revelio.
Так, ты готов развлекаться? К чему это?
Ты в танки зашел.
Зашел, там тебе какое-то предложение поразвлечься. Нет, ну Круцева пробивает все щиты. Вот сейчас еще Аваду изучить, вообще
Тянуть тебя уже в этот в Азкабан.
закройте меня в Азкабан. Тупо по КТ юзаю. Дед, чё телепортируешь?
That's the quick way down.
Revelio.
Раз, два. Что, где-то третья есть? А, я открыл уже.
В общем, ты готов? Это...
К чему? Там еще ничего не появилось. Магазин зашел. 1 минута до начала товара.
Revelio.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead.
Ебать, вот это они, конечно, разрыв. Такие машины, кстати, еще
This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Говорю, прошу, блин, приехать с утра. Сделать доставку, блядь. Пиздуй куда хочешь. Нет, блин, я буду до 4. Ну, пиздец, блин.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No. Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic,
можно делать
then they have
нормальную
somehow
доставку, блин,
learned.
вот это с 10 до 5,
It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
И бы мне там, я не знаю, стрим включил, еще что-то.
Там К2 танк.
К2, говоришь? Ну ты мне скрин в телегу куда-нибудь сделай, я хоть посмотрю.
Предложил
За
ему. Давай я тебе этот, как его...
Так я ж не против, когда это... Я тебе говорю.
Подожди тогда. Все сложнее. 8-го левела, кстати, К2.
Ну это я знаю. Это я тоже знаю.
Где ты? Вот, на. Стоит... Что скажешь?
$203 пробития. А, ну это этот, который от ИС-4. Так, подожди. А, это танк, у которого броня от ИС-4. Это косое говно, которое должно стрелять в упор. 14 секунд КД, господи, боже ты мой. Открой живучесть у него.
Понял. Прочность 1650. Бронирование 160, 150, 120. Башни 250, 160, 160. Время ремонта ходовой 12.03.
Ну понятно. Сколько обзоров этой херни?
Наблюдение 340.
Короче, это косое, слепое, непонятное что с броней.
Которое максимум 30 км в час хуярит.
Да, еще и 30 км, ну, типа, не знаю, спорный момент, очень
Блять,
спорный.
что скажешь? Давай.
Ну, скорее нет, чем да.
Ну, все, тогда и выхожу.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand in must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
На самом деле.
Есть голдозависимая хрень, которая нормально, блядь, еще и там машина.
Нет, так я не спорю. А это голдозависимая хрень. Типа, смотри, во-первых, это тяж. То есть у него время сведения 2,7, 2,8. И разброс 0,42. Это прям конский разброс. Во-вторых, он играется только на голде 270, то есть он фармить вообще не будет. И стреляет, у него перезарядка почти 15 секунд. Это пиздец просто. Открыл твое вчерашнее сообщение от Влада, такой я шкекнул.
Да я сам аж охуел, на самом деле.
Класс. Ну, кто-то не в курсе.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival.
Второе испытание. Входим. Чё, профессор?
Revelio.
Можно расстраиваться.
До вечера.
А чё до вечера?
Сколько тебе повезет все это?
Ну, до 4 он сказал, приедет. Да мне есть чем заниматься, какая разница. Сейчас поем доработать. Потом надо будет разобраться. Так, я отойду еще ненадолго.
I need to reposition that pillar to climb out of here. Perhaps the archway is the answer.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Ты шо? Все, я молодец.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
That pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it.
Здорово, старший. Будем сражаться? Ну давай.
Repulso. Crucible. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Incendio. Arresto momentum. Repulso. Stupefy. Crucio. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Repulso.
Профессиональный маг в деле.
I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how?
День расстройств какой.
Revelio.
Еще рано расстраиваться.
Incendio. Explosion. There's a pillar here with a ledge near it for me to grab on. Confringo.
Если месяц. Не понял. А, я его не вижу. Это их видео. Нормально. Вот это они это обыграли.
Там своё, там своё.
Hitting those marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one.
Пойду я хавать рунчикова, що я тебе скажу. Винты я все поскладывал, наконец-то. Теперь только дождаться. А? Не, на столе лежали. Я их в эту коробку сложил. Чтобы не потерялись. Вот. Доберем ящичек. Будет все ок. Надеюсь, что сегодня. Максимум завтра. Хотя не, я хочу сегодня.
Блин, пообещали сегодня. Ну ты им, конечно, устроишь, если они сегодня.
Нет, так я говорю собрать ящик. То, что детали сегодня довезут, то понятно. Я говорю, что ящик, типа, его же собрать еще надо тащить с собой.
Не понял, почему. Куда ты мне
Тут же проблема в том, что его еще собрать надо.
Ты же говорил, тебе это поможет.
Мне так поможет. Так, а сегодня на сколько полную жопу будет, да? Да, сегодня сразу. 6, 7. Почему-то.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Кто по количеству
Wingardium Leviosa.
Это реально кто по количеству сделал. Реально количество.
Интересно, они придумали.
20, 40.
Блять, еще 15 надо.
Revelio.
Это экономит, конечно. Да, я зайду с работы сегодня.
Ревелио.
Был черник сюда. Точнее, сегодня ЛЕ. Сегодня ЛЕЛК. Да я понял. Ладно. Попозже еще будет.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Два рябиновых отвара, значит.
Revelio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Protego. Expelliarmus. Crucio. Confringo. Repulsor. Confringo. Protego. Crucio. Repulsor. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Accio. Leviosa. Crucio. Resto momentum. Repulsor. Protego. Confringo.
arrest their momentum. Confirm. Incendio. Stupendous. Stupefy. Glacius. Expelliarmus. What a relief. Revelio.
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isadore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. but the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
То есть древней магии забрала боль?
You're back. And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the mean...
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Зима? То есть локация поменяет свой внешний вид? Охуеть. Это просто охуенно.
Revelio. Revelio.
I took my copy of 1000 Magical Herb.
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Revelio.
I have been asked to teach you the exploding charm, Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
Hello,
Я
Homura.
приду к вам. Учить бомбарду я хочу.
Revelio.
Тут заебал. Где этот свиток? Красивое место, кстати.
Revelio. Hello, Homura.
Бессмысленно мне и так сюда. Надо их освобождать.
I've always
Revelio.
said travel broadens the mind.
Очень красиво.
Madam
Ничего
Cacao is
значит.
certainly strict.
Пиздец, какие лестницы, я б ёбнулся. Да тут 4 этажа подниматься, вы ёб... Пиздец. Бедные студенты Ревенклова. Им реально нужно, блядь, залазить, я не знаю куда аж. Так, что там по заданиям? Использую Герикола. Нормально. Где водятся гериколы? Карта мира. Логово пушишки, гнездо гиппогрифа, клонотеленок, полтрушайки, не то. Так, что тут у нас? Тут тоже не то. Ищем, ищем, ищем. Так, это что у нас? О, пурпурные жабы. Вот сюда нам надо. Телепортируемся.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented.
Ебать, зимний, какой он охуенный, а? Бля, ты ж.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Revelio. Lumos. Potato!
Stupid one.
Revelio.
Ugh. Shame you're so foul.
Lumos.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
I've been studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
Revelio.
No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm. Settle yourself. I mean you.
Ерикол. Ищем Ерикола. Вупера нет. Вотрушайки нет. А, вот Ерикол. Тут я ищу.
What are you up to now?
Confringo. Depulso.
Не, ну зимой виды получше, как по мне.
I should investigate.
Confringo.
Crucial. Oh, no, you don't. Assignment's all finished.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed. I take it you're ready to learn.
I completed your assignment, Professor.
Good. Now, this spell comes with the exploding charm, as you might suspect.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you. Now, you must be precise in your nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Bombarda.
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Это отлично, что они наносят урон. Так. Ну, с Поппи мы еще встретимся, но я хочу выполнить задание. Так. В крипте.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the...
And you think this relic might be able...
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Protego!
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems... I hope Sebastian pursues this. No... It would mean a lot.
Хера.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Там торгаш в вашем городке есть? Я уверен, что есть.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Hello.
Yes, but just the one, I'm afraid.
What do you have for sale?
Do you know what you might be looking for? Exactly what I needed. Thank you. Thank you for your business. Hope you'll come and see me again.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Да. Я герой, да.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making. The poacher spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched... If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran...
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel. I think she worries I'll do something.
Whatever gave her that?
This way.
Конечно, она так думает. Ты браконьера на столе разложишь и просто его порешаешь за животину.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Надо было раньше начинать. Тут, блядь, угрожаешь мне своим луком. Окей. Ну.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here,
Revelio.
we can find out why.
Pelt. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left?
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully.
Protego!
I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Perhaps I'll scout around Felcroft for something to poach.
I'll have you know, I'm from a lineage steeped in bravery. I couldn't even dare tell my aunt the truth once about what really happened to her shriveled bits. Now that's brave.
When the clouds are dark is always the best time to strike. It just...
Suppose it's worth a look.
Bombarda.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out. Revelio.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea.
Revelio.
О, 117 голды, нормально. А за что так много?
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
That's it. Like that is the word.
Don't know what Victor was thinking straight enough.
It's no Dallas.
Revelio.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
And I say we go.
No one there?
This better not be a trick. What was that?
You can learn a lot from weather, though, can't you?
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg.
Revelio.
Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Hello, Homora.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Careful! I don't think you'll get out of here. I won't.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
What's this?
Crucial arrogance.
You may want to.
Potato!
Like to talk to dragons, do you? Belly on me.
Dare say one of my own. Aha! There you are. A little pruning.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Back from right.
Accio.
You don't want to try that thing. Child's play.
Accio.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Accio.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a...
I don't know. Nothing about this day was and the poachers saw us, which...
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like...
Should we expect trouble from the poachers?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving... I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
There. I'm not going to hurt you. Professor Howard will never believe this.
Arresto momentum. Revelio.
So this is the underground harbor. Revelio. The Grey Lady. I'd say hello, but she doesn't seem particularly social.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
That book Professor Weasley asked.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The snake bird.
No, incorrect. The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Quaffle.
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
Нет.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, and I won't be giving you any more
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The Wizards' Council.
That's correct. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
The Ukrainian iron belly.
No, I'm sorry, but the answer was the Peruvian viper tooth. Though the viper tooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft. It is believed that Hengist used the 3 broomsticks inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
A rune spore.
That's incorrect. The answer was a demiguise. While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a lethifold?
The Patronus charm.
Well done. The only known survivor of a lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Gamp.
That's it! One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct! In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco dormiens nunquam titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
The rune spore.
That's right! According to Parselmouths, each of the rune spore's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Ilvermorny? Не знаю.
The Pyrenees.
No, Ilvermorny is actually located on Mount Greylock. The American school was founded in the 17th century. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Amatentia.
That's the answer. Amatentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Хочу.
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Эмерика Злого.
Sir Agravain.
Incorrect. The answer was Egbert the Egregious. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Haversacking.
That's right. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when 2 chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a 3rd chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Bad luck.
Correct. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Mimbulus Mimbletonia. Neville, кстати, ее привез.
Mimbulus Mimbletonia.
Correct. The Mimbulus Mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The pepper-up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Basil Flack.
That's incorrect. The answer was Limfrid of Stinchcombe. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Limfrid's previous work to create the pepper-up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
A smaller pot.
Incorrect. The answer was a single slipper. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
North America.
That's right. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Luckless.
Correct! The three witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Cadmus Peveril.
No, the first minister was Ulick Gamp. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. You should be pleased with your performance. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Lumos. Revelio.
Так. Мы идем на занятие по Transfiguration. Кабинет трансфигурации.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I am hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Мастер заклинаний, то бишь я... я все заклинания изучил, кроме непростительных.
you wanted to discuss my...
I did. And frankly, excelling.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to growing such a magical...
Thank you, Professor.
Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your...
Not at all. I enjoy talking to Mr. Ollivander. I'm fascinated by Wandlaw.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that it'll be the end of the year in no time. I'll provide a final assessment at that. Until then...
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Хорошо.
Does it get any more?
But I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Glad you came.
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterflies.
Нет. Ничего не узнал.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to do. It seems I may have caused you more trouble.
Rookwood is working with Ranrock. Fig had a portkey that let...
Goodness. Well, don't worry. I'll guard you. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Nat.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class.
So frustrating. She never listens.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now. That is how I managed to spy on
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother, she says that no creature, especially one as... She claims that she has but she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer...
She's concerned for your safety.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Rat... I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and... My mother cannot... Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
My parents thought I was going to be a squib.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in... Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me. Being self-taught and all.
Вижу, Вовку качаетесь.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Так, ладно, погнали. Ого. Ого. Как далеко?
Wonder who lives here.
Так, что там у меня? Место есть? Да, у меня еще 14 мест. Хватит. Полетели.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
О, здорово.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metalworker. If we are to work together, Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle?
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have... Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that he is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left, and I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone All you need to do is not be seen.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't...
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Revelio.
The door is looking at us.
Входим в эту шахту.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
То есть ты умеешь там агрессировать? Охуеть. Научи.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Revelio.
I've read about mines like this. Seeing one is something else altogether.
Блядь. Нет. Да блин, я ж допрыгивал. Оп.
Expelliarmus. Accio.
We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Watch your step round here.
Petrificus totalis.
Over here!
That was a little more than I'm used to.
Бедный гоблин.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit.
От него ничего не осталось. Так, чё тут? Опа. Ага, нужно что-то поджечь.
By a door. We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye. Incendiary. Accio. Revelio.
А как попасть наверх? Стоп, это странно. Если... А, ну вот, я открыл же.
Depulso.
Депульсо.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Armeet. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here. Clever.
А, не, сверху.
Revelio.
Так, здорово, мужики.
Moment. How nice of you to stop.
Ты где? Ты мелкий, блядь, не видно тебе не... Чё ты захочешь?
Think you're clever, don't you?
Revelio.
Так, читай планы. Читай планы.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Да, любят они золото. Отдавать мне. Так, идем дальше.
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
What's that? You will regret coming here.
Наковальни по...
You won't get away with that.
I've been fighting.
Ничего не так, мужики.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Incendio. Accio.
Тайная комната? Да, тайная комната.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now.
Incendio.
Интересно.
Petrificus totalis.
No, an intruder! Huh?
Easily done.
You are terror, young man! Surely you can see my fellow bandits.
Potato.
You won't get
Crucial.
Let's get this over with. Rather unwise coming back this
Was
that your
You won't get away.
How nice of you to stop by.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, I'll meet.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Ага, там надо что-то поджечь.
Incendio.
О, лифт. Что-то полезное привез?
Revelio. Don't think I've found all the plans. I'd best keep looking.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio.
В смысле? Нет. Чего оно? А, оно меня вернуло в самое начало. Я понял. Я понял, но это тупо. Так, после этого задания немножко отдохнем, где-то часик. А потом пойдем дальше. Так, акция. Вот может ж, когда хочешь. Сильный же ж волшебник. Брум-брум-бум.
One less human to worry about.
Expelliarmus.
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. I'd imagine most goblins to be brilliant and kind.
Revelio.
Так. А ну. Туда я не ходил.
Repulsor. Revelio.
Статуя Дирикола.
Revelio.
Тут закрыто.
Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Так. А, ну в принципе можно сюда вернуться.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book.
Напишешь.
Without further ado, adieu.
Да, давай сваливай. Здорово, гоблин.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget.
И что ж она сделала?
Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacombs.
Revelio.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Ага, вот шар туда завести. Левиоса.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Пусть котится. Ну, да давай, катись. Надо все проконтролировать это.
This looks intriguing. Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
Так, это хорошо.
Revelio.
Ревелио. Вот еще один.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
В смысле не дост...
Bombarda. Protego.
Я понял. Так, что у нас по заданиям? О, Себастьян научит меня империю. Такс. Хорошо. Так, пока сохранимся, немножко перекурим, отдохнем. То бишь, сохранить. И продолжим позже. Где-то через часик.